Hello and welcome back to Eco. We're on part 3 here, on day 2, and today we're going to be covering construction of roads. Yes, we're going to be constructing those roads. Now, in order to do all of that good stuff, we need to have our... I really don't know what I'm doing. We need to have our masonry table down. Now I've already gone ahead and extended our building somewhat, just a little, to accommodate our masonry table, which we're going to plonk there by the door. Why not? So we still look out the window at the beautiful farm that we made. Yep. And in here we can make our mortared stone. Now we need, I believe it was 8. We needed 8 of those, right? Did we need it? We needed 8, of course. But we need pitch. We need pitch. Yes, we need some masonry pitch. Now we can go off and get some sand, or we could grind stone into sand to make the pitch, or we can make some pulp pitch. It's all pretty much the same and it all works. And there's another one where what we can do on the fire as well. I think you can do something similar. Now, since we've got so much wood pulp, I think it would be good to use that instead of the sand or the stone. So we need more production at 2. Let's put that up to 2. So now we can use the wood pulp to make some... which chest do we want it to have access to? This one. There we go. Like over here we should be able to make those. So we need... we need 24. Okay. Put 24 in that. Doop doop. It's going to take 7 minutes. Okay. Well, that's doing that. What else do we need over here? So we need road construction, which is in engineering. Need basic engineering. Okay, we're gonna have to wait 7 minutes for that to complete. So it'll be a moment.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, so we've finished that, and our stone construction skill book has completed. Finally. Yay. After 7 minutes or so. So, we can learn that up. Good, move that along. Past the shroom. And now, over here, we open up our banging bench. We've got access to road construction. Why am I being blind? Why can't I see it? Why don't we have access to that? What am I doing? Like road construction. Basic engineering. We've been through this so many times. I'm going mad. Alright. We need to learn something in here, right? For the okay, right. Basic engineering can be done. We needed stone construction, which we can now do, look. Put a point in there. Done. Stone construction. Yay. Let's just whack points in all of those for fun. Right, done. So now we can go on to now we can go on to basic engineering. There we go. So that's going to take 4 minutes. So we got all the resources for that too. So yeah, I'm going to wait another 4 minutes. I'll be right back. Alright, so our basic engineering skill book has finished now, so we can learn that. We move that along past the shroom, and in our banging bench we can make our road construction stuff, right? Yeah, there we go. Put points into these. Oh, primitive mechanics. So we can make a windmill. Oh, am I getting carried away with points? I think I am. But they're only one, so let's just put one point into there. Yeah, that's efficiency. That's speed. Yeah, we'll turn that one up. This is road construction efficiency. Put a point in there. And we want stone roads. So let's put that at 2 and 3. It's the even better ones. I think we'll stick with stone for now, because I know we're stupidly high in points, but we're not anymore. they've dwindled. We've still got a high skill gain though, don't worry. So now we can make roads. Yeah, can we make a road tamper too? Let's see. It's not at the bottom, so I believe we can. So we can make dirt ramps, but we want the stone ramps, which is over in our masonry area. But there's a road tamper tool. There it is. We need 3 more boards, which we'll queue up on the way. Boards. We'll make 4. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do its thing. And over here we will queue up some stone ramps. How many do we want? Well, they're going to be 4 wide, so that's 2. Because the one ramp is 2 by 4, so yeah, we want 2 for one slope. I reckon 8. Queue up like 8. By the time I go off and mine the resources and make some pitch and stuff, that'll be done. So I'm going to wander off again. It'll be a couple of more moments, I think. And actually put some of these roads down. I'm going to double check on how tampering works, because I'm not sure how to actually tamper a stone road. It used to be where you'd mine out some stone here and dig out a hole and just plonk it in the hole and then tamper it. But I think the mechanics have changed slightly, so I will be testing that out. And yeah, I'll be right back.
Early the next morning.
Right, so we've done a spot of testing. We've got our stone road here. We've tampered some road out there, and we've also made some of our stone ramps. Now, to make these stone roads, you don't grab stone and put it in a hole and tamper it. Instead, you make it at the wainwright table, which we've conveniently made here. It just takes a couple of minutes, but I just thought instead of cutting it and then queuing it up and cutting it, we'd just plonk it all down for now. It's just easy to make. You make the wainwright table, by the way, in the carpentry bench, which is right there. Right there. Not very much to make. Quite quick. So in here, we can make our proper roads. We can make our stone roads. The reason we haven't just gone straight into this and just skipped stone is because it requires concrete, and we can't make concrete yet. But what we can do is make a bigger wooden cart, and also go into making a powered cart, which is damn sight better than obviously carting stuff around. It's quicker too. So, with that being said, I found it good to make 2 masonry tables. 1 grinding stone for your masonry pitch, which takes a minute or so, depending on how many points you've put into your skills, to make your pitch. So I had to move one of them out, which was behind the door, so the wainwright table would work in here. If I put that back in there, it wouldn't work because the volume in the room isn't big enough. Then I'm thinking move one of these at least to a designated area where we've just got loads of stone. So that will be something to be planned out later on. And yeah, once you've got your road tool, once you plonk one of these down, which is really easy, just by putting them down like that, beforehand, because you'll probably be using the cart from that point on, and then digging into sections like this, and remembering it's 4. And we do 4 wide, so it's easy to move the bigger carts around and the powered cart. So it's good to plan ahead. Obviously, if you just wanted to go somewhere quickly, like, I don't know, down there to get some of the... Ooh, there's a lot of iron down there. To get some of the iron, you'd probably just use one of the roads and not make it 4 wide, as it's not going to be a main road. Obviously, that's something fun to do and plan out while waiting for things like this to build. So, as you're progressing up there, I found it best just to do that, to cover up those holes, and yeah, go ahead. Because that little hole there doesn't look like a big hole, it is a big gaping hole, and the carts and stuff do get stuck on those holes, so be careful and wary of that. Yeah, plonking these down is very easy. Obviously it instructs you how to do that, and then you just progress like that and go forward. We might as well plonk the rest of those down as we can. There we go, we've got one left over which will go there, and then I was thinking of going up here, and then we'll eventually go up there as well and get a stone, which is cool. Now I also wanted to show you the stone roads. Now they're quite expensive to make because that's just 1 block, and as we've seen over here, it's, you know, 1 pitch and 2 stone. It doesn't sound like much, but like, it takes 60 seconds to make one of those. That's a minute, and then it takes a minute to make your pitch as well, so that's to be taken into consideration. Obviously when you're chopping trees down, you do get a lot of pulp that way, but yeah, it's whatever you've got a lot of in resource. And I'm thinking when we're going over there and building roads and what have you, we need to get an awful lot of stone, and you're always wondering where to put all of the stone, so yeah, might as well do something with it. And yeah, once you've decided that, yeah, this is going to be a main road, and you've got those, you put your dirt somewhere, and you pick these up with a hammer, and then just plonk them in, and then that's how you'd make a main road. Obviously we need an awful lot to go across there, but it's worth it because you travel a hell of a lot faster. And yeah, I did say I was going to get that big cart, which I'd made in preparation too. Storage, we have a cart somewhere, right? There it is. Let's grab that. And plonk this down. Obviously this is just like a normal cart, but a little bit bigger. Plonk. There we go. And pick that one up. You see on here, we do move a little bit quicker. Well, a lot quicker. And this holds... What's this hold? 750. And that one holds 1500, which is an awful lot. To put that into perspective, that is what? These 10 dirt blocks here, you can have 25 in one of those smaller carts. So this one will hold obviously a lot more. So that's very good. And I think the powered vehicle, what's it called? I forget what it's called now. Yeah, anyway, the powered cart, that's it. That holds even more, and obviously is a damn sight quicker. So yeah, doing your terraforming and your bigger tasks here become a lot easier as you go along. And if you decided to do an even bigger project, like digging in that entire mountain down, which you could totally do, you can make a digger. Which is cool, but we need to get a proper industry going before doing any of that. We're kind of still in the Stone Age with freaking carts and stuff, but yeah. I guess that was road construction covered, and there's some grand plans now that we've got road construction. As you can see over here, we're not doing that great on our crops. I have harvested the corn again. That just seems to grow anywhere. That's pretty good. Our tomatoes didn't grow, sadly. The beans will grow here, so corn and beans is good for this part. Sadly, our rice is just sat there doing. I think it's just taken a long time. It has done stuff, but not much. So I was thinking stone quarry or something up here for now. This can make our pitch, and we'll have a road going up and across here. I'll probably do something around there. Probably join up a road going over here, and we'll have a road, main road going down there, where we will have. I think we'll have farms around this area. I mean, it might be debated that we have a road going across here because that follows the landscape better, but we will see. And obviously we'll have a road going down there, and I was thinking of putting because you have like this water wheel thing with a river. I was thinking of having that there, but then I noticed up here we do have a waterfall going down there to an actual river. Now we could dig this out here and make another river and put our water wheel and stuff there, and put like rice and stuff up on this patch here. I'm not sure if it'll grow there because the climate. I mean, we'd see snow and stuff, so we'll have to do some plot tests here, proper fertilizer and what have you, and check that that'll grow before we start making like flour and things. Else, if that doesn't work out over there, we could just put it over here, which would be nice, and then to make things look pretty, we could terraform this a little bit. Even it out, because that's some janky ass big mountain and river. Looks a bit ridiculous. So, it'd be like that part there. You can see the cliff edges right into there. It'd be cool making a bridge across there and everything, but not if you're wanting to use a big watermill. So that's something for a little bit later. And obviously, I think I want to expand down here, and there's a lot of resources down here. Like we've got copper, gold and things which we can use for our electronics a little bit later. Now, next video, what we're going to do, that would be cool to have a plan and development stage, but I think we'll just work it out as we go. I don't think we need a whole episode me yabbering on about that like I just have. So the next part, what do we want to be going into? Well, it would be good to it would be good to get some better tools. So we need iron and what have you for that. And that is made. First we need a kiln. This will open the door to brickwork. We can also make glass and stuff, so we can finally get windows. We can also make the bloomery, which we'll be using for making iron and copper and what have you. So that's going to be the next thing on the agenda, I do believe. And we need stoneworking at 4. Stoneworking is currently at 2. So we'll just plonk that up to 4, so we can at least unlock that. No, where's it gone? There it is. So we'll open that one up. Cool. And yeah, so the next one we'll probably go into smelting. We'll also be doing a bit of cooking. I think we do need to get a bakery oven down too, because we're running out of food. Actually, we had a lot of food in there and it's all dwindling, so yeah, food will be going down next. So there was another thing we didn't see, which was the fire, because I've kind of skipped that part because I had loads of food, but that's quite important to have when you start off, which we've already actually made a fire. That's a deed. I don't think I covered the deed. I did actually at the very start, but you also get a deed for carts and vehicles, so they work just the same as any other deed where you can add or remove other players, which is handy. very handy. Especially if you're working together as a team. Now then, get this fire down. I'm just going to plonk that there. It will have its own place, but for now, let's just check it out. You can obviously do a whole plethora of different things in there. We can cook some of our fish. We can cook a couple of other good things in there. What else is good? You do get tallow in here. Is it called tallow? It might be called something else now. I think it's rendered fat now. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, this is the other. We can make charred pitch and fiber pitch from here too, which is very, very convenient. So if we find that we're not going to get loads of stone, we could go off and get lots of plant fibers from the other area over here, because we can just cut up the grass. But be aware, obviously, doing that, you can't just go, right, I want 500 plant fibers and I'm going to take all of this area here for plant fibers, because that'll drastically affect the landscape. So you've got to remember there's animals and stuff over here like elk and the bison and stuff, and if you start cutting all the grass, they've got nothing to eat and they'll die. And I've already noticed, I mean, we're on day 2, I think day 5 we'll have to have a look at the statistics to see what's going on with the ecosystem, because I noticed quite a lot of foxes and wolves, and they make the hare and, you know, elk and stuff population go down. So we might actually have to go hunting and kill some of those to level it out. Obviously, if you have no wolves or anything, then the hares and elk and stuff get out of control and start eating all of the grass and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how stuff like that can snowball, but you really do have to keep an eye on it. I mean, we're on a kind of, I'd say this is like a continent. I'm going to call this our continent here, and I'm not going to worry about other areas of the world. They can just die for all I care, really. Obviously, if it doesn't affect our oxygen levels and stuff, it doesn't really matter. Stuff has been regenerating. Obviously, you can see a hell of a lot more trees growing there, so we'll probably have a tree farm up there too. So yeah, keep that in mind while you're doing these things. Everything you do obviously affects your game. You can't just go and mine loads of stuff in it. A little bit later on, we're going to see with the bloomery that has a waste. I forget what it's called now, but it does have a waste, and you have to bury that waste in stone, solid stone. If you don't, and you have it on dirt like this, it pollutes the planet and everything starts dying. Like this over here, everything just turns into that, and you can't grow anything, and yeah, you won't be worried about that meteor anymore. So yeah, what else? I think there was one more thing I was going to cover. What was it? It'll probably turn up as I've rambled on a little bit too much now, so I guess that was that. Be sure to hit the like button and share if you wish. Also let me know your thoughts or questions in the comment section below. And until next time.